Okay, guys, this is the third time for this live. Let's see if it will work. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the internet at my house, but every day, like between 10 and 12, it gets weird. It just gets weird. And I don't know. And I'm sitting here looking online, seeing if this is coming up, and it sure isn't. So I just turned my internet off, and I said, I'm just going to go with the server, the phone, there it is. So maybe it'll work. I don't know. We'll see how long this works. So I'm going to tag everyone here and then see how that works and see if it works. I don't know. I'm just kind of annoyed because this is the third time I've tried to do this live. Crazy for a Wednesday. Okay, guys, I want to do something fun with you guys. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to see if it's going to work. I'm hoping it's going to work. But we're going to take the burn gel that I created, which, look, it's called wood burning gel. And I know it's backwards because I don't turn my phone around. And I have better camera on the other side, but then I don't know where I am. So I need to figure all that out. Hasn't happened yet. Just saying. There's all of these things on a Wednesday. So because online they have this stuff that is like $30. And look at this. It goes dry. Dry as a gel, right? It goes dry real fast. Or you have my bag that will last you a month, and it's $10. So I created this, and I wanted to show this to you. If you want to order this, you go to the flamingofarmhouse.com, follow the Marklemania link, order it, and it'll be in the mail to you. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this burn gel, and it comes with a little glass jar, and I'm going to just pour it all in there. This is good for 4 ounces of burn gel, which this is a 4-ounce container. Now, you're to take 1/4 cup and pour it in. Now, fun fact, I forgot to bring 1/4 cup up, and since I've had surgery, coming up and down the stairs is not the funnest time. So I'm just going to mix it. I know the consistency it should be, and I'm going to add the water as I know. Okay, and it's going to be a gel. Okay, just a little gel here. And this is distilled water, guys. So use distilled water or RO water, whatever it is that doesn't have all the bacteria and crap in it from your tap, because your tap carries a lot of bacteria and stuff. So we're just going to mix this up. And it's going to be a thick gel, just like this. Now, what I like to do is, if you want to put a drop of food color in there, you can. I'm actually going to use, I don't know what color chalk paste that I have here. I'm not going to use any. I'm going to leave it white because I'm lazy today. Just sharing, because all I have is like blue, and that's not going to work for what I'm doing. So it's going to be clear, and you're going to have a hard time seeing this. Yellow is always a good choice to go in here, because then you can see it on a lot of different things. Let me grab a towel. Okay, so I'm going to show you how it works on wood first, because wood is what you normally burn, right? But then we're going to talk about, I love this new stencil. It says, so much love. It takes a long time to grow an old friend. You grow, girl. It's called SOW, S-O-W. So much love. So now it tells me that my computer is currently offline. See? This internet thing is really going to bother me. I think I'm going to do I Wish You Lived Next Door on here, because there are some people that I do wish they lived next door because I miss them. So I'm just going to trim my stencil like this. So see, my computer is going on and offline. It's like crazy crap. I don't understand. But my phone, since I'm not online, I'm using my phone data, It's fine. What is that about, you guys? So here we go. So when you get here, say hey, hey, let me know you're here, share, you know, give me thumbs up, give me some hearts, whatever you want to do. But today we're going to use Mary Jo's Burn Gel. And this is $10. You can get it on my website. Okay? Don't ask me for the formula because I find that an insult. Okay? I worked hard to create this. So say, Mary Jo, I'd love to spend $10 with you. I'm just saying. Just letting you know. That's kind of like a little slap in the face. Okay, so get your stencil, fuzz it up, put it down on your raw wood, right? Go ahead, grab yourself a squeegee. Get yourself some burn gel. Get a nice amount. You know, you don't have to be skimpy with it. When you get here, make sure you say hey, hey, so I know that you're here. I see a bunch of y'all here, so say hey, hey. And you want to push this, like you really need to push this down through that stencil. All right, take the rest off. You have it mixed up in 4 ounces of distilled water. This is organic. It will only last you about a month because it will mold, okay? I'm not gonna put a bunch of additives and garbage in there. Okay, now I'm gonna peel that up, set this over on my towel and give it a spray so that it will start just cleaning up there. I don't wanna leave chemicals on my transfers long, right? So you just go ahead and spray that up, give it a wipe off, and then just let it be. It'll be fine until you're done. Now I'm gonna take a hot heat tool. This is not a Chalk Couture tool because ours doesn't get hot enough, just so you know. And you're gonna do it to hot. And we're just gonna put it right over, look here, right over the wood. And you can start seeing, let's see, you can start seeing the outline of everything there. Hey Penny, how are you? And this is gonna actually give you a chemical peel, right, or chemical burn, right, chemical peel. Wouldn't that be funny to do that on your face? Like, don't put burn gel on your face and get a chemical peel, you guys. That would be weird. But look here, it's starting to turn. I'm gonna set it down because it's getting hot. But I know this is loud. That's why I'm wearing my lavalier, because it is loud. But this is just really cool. And then we're gonna try it on something else because something else is really big right now. And I wanna try it. What's really cool about this is you actually smell it burning. So if you have my burn gel, this is what it looks like, just so you know. Make sure you go to the FlamingoFarmhouse.com, then go to Marklemania and shop, it's on there. I have flat rate shipping on there. You guys can get whatever you want. $10 shipping no matter what you buy. So if you need 10 burn gels, get 10 burn gels. So the longer you hold it, the darker it will become. Because it's actually burning into that wood with this chemical. So this is what's called a chemical burn. And it's kind of cool. But it does take a little while. It's kind of like watching paint dry, but that's okay. Once it gets going, it gets going. It's almost like the wood has to get warm and then it'll burn. So, and the closer you are to it, the closer and faster it will work, but also the quicker you can burn the wood around your design. So you kind of got to be careful with that. And look here, you can do it light or dark. You can make it an ombre. Let me get a little bit of ombre going here on the door part. And I'll show you that. Oops. So look here. See how you can make it lighter or darker? See how that's kind of a little ombre there? So that's how the wood burn looks. It's kind of way cool. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, Penny. That is cool. So let's go ahead and get this burnt. I like doing this on cutting boards. If you don't have a laser where you can engrave, this is perfect on those cutting boards. And then you just take a food grade oil, mineral oil, and just oil right over it. And you can use it like a charcuterie board or anything like that. I've taken our charcuterie transfer and used this on it. And you can see it takes a hot minute again because I stopped, right? So I have to go back and warm it back up. And it'll just start burning. This is real pretty too for the country look at Christmas. When you want to do those little ornaments, or if you want the kids to do it, they could do this easy. Now, I will tell you that everything in my wood burn gel is non-toxic. I mean, you don't want to eat it, but it's not going to kill you if it gets on your fingers, okay? And you just wash it off with water and it's fine. So and it just smells like I'm burning something here, you guys. It's amazing. And I know this is kind of boring, but it's what it is. Let's see. Who's here? When you come on, make sure you say, hey, hey. Make sure you share this out and about. Help a sister out here. The way that we increase our followers is by offering you to do that. Help each other. Sharing new content. Facebook likes that. I appreciate it because then more people get to see my fun crafts and me being a little goofy. So that's always good. So I didn't come back yesterday because what happened was this. I ended up driving to a farm an hour away to get a bunch of eggs and some meat and some vegetables because they had some fresh chicken because yesterday was processing day. So I said, ooh, I need to go get me some chickens. So I got those and I got my eggs because I was almost out. Man, they have 4 dozen eggs for like $16. That's a really good price for fresh, non-GMO, grass-fed eggs. So I was like, yeah, I have to go get those. So my husband and I did a road trip yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. We had a good time with that. We drove there together and met somebody for lunch that lives out that way by the farm with Karen and Mallory, and that was a good time. Had some really yummy pizza, and then went to the farm, and then came back, and by the time we came back, I was exhausted, so I took a nap. And then, what did I do last evening? Oh, I had to meet a friend for dinner, because once a month in 1 week, I try and meet up with all my friends and have some sort of coffee, brunch, lunch, breakfast, something like that, so we can catch up, because I think that it's hard in our life to get to keep our friendships, you know? You have to nurture your friendships or you're not going to have a friend. You know, that's just the way it is. You got to nurture it. Look at that. And I wish this was the right way. Let's see, Rebecca, how are you? You're going to watch a replay. Okay. And you want to ask me about this. Okay. You can ask me about this. Just send me a message. Okay. Now what I want to do is I'm going to try this on a hat and see how it works, because we don't know. I honestly do not know, but we're going to try it because hat burning is all the rage right now, especially in the country western stages with your cowboy hats and such like that. So I said, well, you know what? Let's try a baseball hat, see if it works. So that's what I'm saying. Let's see if this works. I know it works on wood. It's called wood burning gel. But let's see if it can work on a hat. So I'm just going to try and round. I don't know if I can round it really. I don't think I can. I think I'm going to lay it here. I think I'm just going to try. No, that one won't work. Let me try a different one, because this one's too long. Like if it were shorter, it'd be really cool if we had like a half circle and we could do that. Let's see what's on this one. We could do a bee one. I don't like bees. What if we do tulips? I love tulips. Let's see if we can do the tulips. And I'll leave the B out of it. Now, if you're gonna do, oh, I got a hair there, I don't want that. If you're gonna do up in the hat, make sure that you keep that wood, not the wood, the paper up in here so it's hard, so you have something to hold against. I'm just gonna try and put the tulips on. So I'm gonna start over here. We're gonna see what this hat looks like. Who knows, right? We just don't know if it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna put my gel on and gel all the areas that I can where it's flat, because this is the rim, so it's flat. I hope it doesn't burn the cardboard. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see, right? You guys are like, oh my gosh, Mary Jo. You know what? I love science experiments. So why not? You know, there has to be a hypothesis. Now, since I've already got, oh wait, no, I want to get this part up there. Got to get that part of that flower up there. I hope it went. And then I'm just going to lift this part up and smush down the other part. Do you guys see what I'm doing here? I hope you do. Let's see. Smush down this other part, get those stems. And then I want to cover that. Oh, dang, I got part of the bee buzz. That's okay, I'm gonna let it be. It's just gonna be little dots. And then I'm gonna put my hand in there, hold this cardboard hard, and then push down to try and get the rest of that flower. Like I said, it'd be really cool if we had some hat transfers, wouldn't it? Because I'm telling you, hat burning is all the rage. My friend has a hat bar and she does so well with that. It's amazing. I'm amazed. People love hats. Okay, so we have our design on there. Let me grab this, spray it with water. And you know, I'm doing this just out of precaution. I don't think this gel will hurt anything, but I just want to make sure because I don't want to ruin a stencil, right? So I'm just, and look, I got it on my fingers. It's not going to hurt you. It doesn't burn you or anything like that. So just put your water on there, wipe it off, and you'll be good. You can also add a little bit of food coloring to it so you can see the gel when you're putting it on, but I never do. I just trust that I'm putting it on okay. Probably not a good thing, but you know, I try and do the right thing, Charlie. Okay, we're gonna leave that there. Now let's get this heat tool and see if we're gonna burn the material or if it's just gonna burn the image. So we will see, right? And I don't know. I have no idea if this will work or not on here because it's not leather. I know it works on leather and I know it works on wood. But let's see if it will chemically burn into the material. It's starting to do something, ladies and gents. It's turning white, and then it should turn brown. I just hope it doesn't burn the cardboard underneath it, you know, on this on a hat before I did it. Why would I do something like that? I want to come here and work with you. I want you to see that I experiment just like you do. There it goes. It's burning. Look. It's burning it. Yes, ma'am. Check it out. So it does work. That's my hypothesis. And it's going to take a long time. I can tell that right now. It's gonna take a long, long time. But that's okay. We have all day. Well, actually not. I have until 12:06 because I'm gonna go get my lashes done because I look so ghetto right now because it's been a month. because I had that. So look how that, oh, that looks really nice. Now, obviously, you can always use the ink. The ink is always faster. This is just something fun. So like if you had a cowboy hat that was leather, this would be something really fun to do, right? So that you could do a burned hat. And it's just something, you know, it's different. So because it's different, it takes a little longer. Let's see how this works up here on this material. It's kind of burning the material, I'm afraid. But it is burning the gel. Do you see? And the cool thing about the burn gel is it does get very detailed. Just like when you do the stencil, it comes out. The stencils are the superhero, remember? So you find the stencils that you love and you use them over and over and over again. But like I said, this is going to take a while. It's not a fast process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get this one tulip done and show you guys, and then I'll work on the rest later. And then I'll show you a finished product. Because you don't want to sit here and listen to this blow dryer go over and over. Because that's a pain. And it doesn't sound that great. But I just wanted to come in here and show you guys how easy this is. This is kind of a no-brainer, and it's permanent, obviously, because you're burning it. Okay, look at this. So see how cool that is? Yes. Doesn't that look cool? I'm kind of way excited about this. Okay, guys. So that's the burn gel. So if you need the burn gel, you go to theflamingofarmhouse.com, click under shop, go to Marklemania, and there you have it. It'll be on there. So this is what it looks like on wood. And then I just did this denim hat, and I'll finish it up here when I'm done, and then I'll take a picture and show you guys, okay? So how's that sound? Yeah. Make sure you share, like, comment, give me hearts, and thanks for watching the replay and all of the things, okay? So until I see you again, aloha!